we're here at EuroDIG and we've just completed the first panel, and we heard in the introductory remarks somebody say that we need to think of the same rules applying in the real world as in the virtual world. And that's true, except that in the virtual world some things become more possible than they were in the real world. So for instance, there have always been risks to that bad people would misuse our data in the real world. I mean, if you ever go into, say, a hospital and look at hospital records in the real world, you'll often find that they're uncontrolled and piled up in a corridor, and anyone can get access to them. In many ways, being online makes data more secure, but at the same time there are risks that bad people will get access to even more data more easily. So we just need to make sure that we have in place proper procedures that protect our data. So in summary, I would say inherently not really any more risky, providing we have the proper means of managing the data. Well, nowhere's safe for children, really, is it? I mean, roads aren't safe for children, and so there are risks to children everywhere. And I come back to my point about how do we make children aware of the dangers in their lives? We teach them, and I think we have to teach them about the dangers of the real world, and we have to teach them about the dangers of the virtual world. Now, in some ways, we're going through. It's a question that maybe in 50 years' time no one will ask, but it's because the virtual world is a rather new world, and our parents and grandparents, who are the people and our teachers who pass on the knowledge about how to be safe in the world, they don't really know this virtual world. They can't pass on this knowledge. So we're in this strange transition period where young people are in a world their parents and grandparents don't know enough about. But the only answer to it is that somebody has to take on the job of telling children how to stay safe in their whichever world they're in, whether it's the real or the virtual world.